folks. We are live, and as you see my title tonight, Heal Yourself, Heal Your Life. And that's what we have to do, heal ourselves and heal our lives. Okay? So, right now, there's a question. There's a couple of questions that I wrote down some years ago. I forgot the guy name. I was reading Think and Grow Rich Legacy, and he was in there. But anyways, he was in Australia. The guy from the Wolf of Wall Street, the movie. He came to Australia. I think he was doing like a tour in Australia. Hey. Mm. Um. So, anyways, he was on a tour in Australia. So he called up somebody to come to the front, and this guy go up there, and he asked him three questions. He said he said, what do you love? What are you good at? And what solutions you bring to the world? And I thought that was interesting. Took me a while to really understand, even understand that question, but when he was asked. But I read it so often, so I memorized what he asked him. And that's what we are gonna start asking ourselves. Solution. What solution do you bring to the world? This is when we're gonna have to start learning how to solve problems. Our own problems in our own lives, our own struggles, whatever we are going through, whatever pain, whatever is causing us the pain. We're gonna have to fix that. And then show other people how to fix that as well for themselves. And that's one of the easiest way, I believe, how to make a name for yourself. Because I know a lot of people are telling you to, do drop shipping, do this and do that. And those can be great. Don't get me wrong. But that's good for a small number of people. For the majority of us, I believe we're going to have to learn how to bring solutions to, we're going to have to learn how to bring solutions to the world, to other people. How can we help them? Those people need to be asking the same questions. How can they help us? Because we all need help in some way, shape, or form. Somebody needs to do something so that way that thing can benefit the rest of us. All right. So what are you good at? What do you love? What solutions are you bringing to the world? Some of us are good at certain things. Like, I'm good at making friends. I'm really good at making friends and building relationships. I'm good at it. I know how to do that. And I love doing it too. But I also love traveling. I love running. And I love communicating, conversating with other people, with others as well. So you can love more than one thing, and you can good at a few things. I don't think you can be good at a whole bunch of things. I don't think that's smart. So don't forget, folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe, comment down below, and that will help these videos to get out there into the world. Faster, So these videos actually rely on you guys to help it to get out into the universe, YouTube universe. All right. So, what do you love? What are you good at? And what solutions you bring to the world? And those are three questions you're gonna have to ask yourself, and that will help you to narrow down to a few things. What are you good at? You're good at maybe three things you are good at, and those are the three things you need to work on and develop yourself. You know, so I'm getting better at running. I'm getting faster. I'm in the eights now, right? And it's something that I've worked on. When I started out in running, I was running like in 11s. So from 11s go down to 8, I'm doing way better than how I used to do. All right. So get good at a couple, at a few things. Get good at a couple of things. All right. Like and subscribe, folks. Please. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like and subscribe. Yeah, and comment down below. All right. So get good at some things. All right. Appreciate you, Boston McGinnis. Appreciate you. Thank you for the sub. All right. So solutions that I'm bringing to the world here, because we need to heal. And especially these days when I hear people talk and they're talking about things that happened back in the 16 and 1800s, I'm like, oh my God, why are we still talking about this? It tells me that a lot of us are not healed. We are stuck in the past. Whatever happened, look, I'm not gonna sit down here and tell you not to be angry about what happened to you in the past. I'm not gonna say that, because that wouldn't be wise of me to say. I do not know how you feel. I don't know your feelings, and you have a right to feel your feelings. It's okay. You got hurt. You got burned by whatsoever. A business partner, a person who you thought you were going to have, relationships with, whatever. Your job, they told you you're gonna give you a promotion and they didn't. These things happen in life. Maybe you see your own close family, close loved ones burnt you and hurt you a certain way. Okay? And you are angry about it. You have all the right to feel that way. But we only can be angry for so long. So what do we do now? We're going to have to work on that anger. And this is when the healing work comes into play. If we don't heal ourselves, the anger will not go away. Only through working on ourselves and self-healing, then the anger will subside. This has to be done. Or else we can live, or else we're going to live in this miserable state every single day for years to come. And we do not want that. Right? So, change. Implement the change. Start doing the work. And the questions I just asked you earlier on can help you in this regard. It will help you to override a lot of the anger and the resentment that you have towards the people who hurt you. You have a right to feel that way. I'm not attacking you or anything like that. I'm not telling you how to feel, because I cannot dictate how you should feel. You know how you should feel, but you know that you shouldn't be feeling this way forever. That right there, we can come to some kind of agreement on that. Be like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be this angry for this long, right? Time to make the change, because I want to feel a lot more happier than I am feeling right now. And if I continue want to be this angry, I may never experience happiness. And that's fair, So, answer those questions for yourself. Start looking around for things that you feel naturally drawn to. Start working on a few of them every day. 30 minutes, working on them and see how you feel about them. Because the state that you are in, it might not be the state that you want to be in. It's very painful being there, and it's lowering you. I have never lowered myself and feel great about it. I've done that several times in the past. Lower myself. This is why I know these days I don't even bother to I don't even try to even fathom the idea of lowering myself. I don't, because I understand that Joshua, appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. I've been great. Today was great. Today was a great day. I mean, I'm here. I'm alive. So appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Yep. Golden Child, believe me, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And this is why I said we need to heal as a people. We really need to heal. We have to heal ourselves. We can be mad about something for a long time. Being mad, I have done it, and I'm telling you, it poisoned me. I became a different person by being in that state. I know what that feels like to be angry. People should feel their anger, right? But cannot be angry every single day forever. And this is where I'm at with this right now. We must bring some kind of peace and calm and stability to our lives. Yeah, right. Here is something. Here is what I'm thinking about that golden child. When somebody have to apologize to you, it means that they are wrong. Okay? People do not like to say that they are wrong. They will fight you on it. People do not like to admit that they are wrong. They will fight you on it. Right? They get very defensive. So that's the reason why I wouldn't waste my time trying to tell somebody that, hey, you should apologize to me. No, I'm not doing that, because people don't like to admit that they are wrong. Accountability, those things, people really don't like that, and they will get mad at you for it. So that's why I don't spend my time doing that. Well, okay. This is where something called let it go comes into play. You have to let it go, or else you're gonna be angry for the rest of your life. And I can assure you, when you are angry, you're not gonna grow. You are just not gonna grow at all. Right? Hi Casey. Right? You are not gonna. You will never grow if you are in an angry state. I know. I've been there. Like I said, it's okay for people to feel their anger, feel their bitterness, feel their hatred, feel their resentment. It's okay. But when you start doing it over a long period of time, it is going to damage you. You are the one who is going to be hurt. I understand this better than a lot of people, because I have been there, and I'm the one who have to fix my situation as well. People has done me things over the years. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's painful. It's hurtful. It hurt. Feel the pain. I can feel those pain even till this day. Okay? But I understand that I cannot just sit back and sit down and allow myself to be in this state. Victim mentality, the victim mood. Once you sit in the victim mood, in the victim chair, and the victim mentality, once you put yourself in that state, it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward. This world here does not like victims. It doesn't. They want you to get over whatever happens to you. And I can see the reason for it. It makes sense in a lot of ways. This is not to combat what you are saying or anything like that, or trying to prove to you that you are wrong. None of that. Nothing to that. But there's an understanding here. when you stay in your when you stay, when you remain a victim, more victim stuff comes towards you. More crying, more whining, and so forth. That's a state you are in. Complaining is the worst thing you could ever do. If I have the time, I would have to sit down and go through this stuff to explain to you how this thing works, because it needs to be explained in details, so that way the individual who are suffering and feeling the pain can understand why they should get up out of the situation as fast as you possibly can, because it's going to hold you back, keep you down, and it is going to hurt you, right? So there is I forgot what they call that thing there. What is it's called? Confirmation bias. Yeah, I think that looks like that's like okay. But anyways, your your reticular, that's what's called, your reticular activating system is RAS. I think it's called a reticular activating system. Whatever you set your mind on, or whatever is in your mind constantly, you repeat that over and over and over, pretty much that is what you are going to get. That's what you're going to see. All right? Right. So that is what, yeah, and but I have to sit down and explain this to individuals who are, I understand a lot of people feel this way. Not bashing you or anything like that. You have a right to feel the way how you feel. I cannot tell you how to feel. I will be wrong there. But I know the danger of staying in that feelings for a long time. I understand it. It is going to destroy your life if you allow it. It's like your baby daddy get you pregnant, give you 2 babies, and he left you and he cheated on you with your goddamn friend or your cousin or your aunt or somebody like that. And you'd be like, despite the fact that you done everything for him, you gave him money when he was broke, you helped him, and you have a right to be bitter. But if you stay in that bitterness, you will receive more, you will see more things to be bitter about. If you switch and change that and start looking for things that you would like to see, you will see those things as well. So it's up to the individual. Do you want to change? Do you want to remain in your bitter state, in your resentful state, in your hateful state? Hatred, complaining, those 2 things alone will keep you in the poverty section for a very long time. You can't grow. Once you are full of hate, you can't grow. So I am not telling you not to feel your feelings, but at the same time, I understand the danger of it. The reason why hate and complaining and all these things and resentment, the reason why they are so powerful, because they are emotions. They are things that you feel. Especially if the emotion is if the emotions are negative. It's the fastest way your subconscious mind picked up on it and hold it there for a very long time until you change it. Right? So anger sticks with you for a very long time because it's a very powerful emotion. It's filled with so much, so much emotions, intense, deep, negative emotions. It holds you there, destroys you. So I am not the one to sit down here and tell you how that you shouldn't be angry, but I'm also not the one who's gonna sit down here and tell you that anger actually helps you. It doesn't. It hurts you. I did it for a long time, and this is the reason why I have to went on a journey to heal myself. Nobody is coming to heal you. Nobody's gonna come apologize to you. That's never gonna happen. I wouldn't worry about it. I would just look at it and learn how to let it go. That's what I would do. I'm not gonna destroy myself based off of something that happened to me, or to my people, to my great 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 grandfather. I'm not gonna sit down here and hold on to that. They are no longer here. I am here, and I have to make something of myself. I know what to do, and I know how to do it. And that's the beauty. When you do not know what to do, and you do not know, eh, believe me, I am not fighting you at all on what you said there. Don't think for a second I'm fighting you. I actually agree with you. And you should feel your pain, you should feel your anger. That's fine. You know? Right? If you are bitter, go, like, this is what I recommend to everybody. Go through that period where you are just bitter. Whether it be 2 weeks, a month, please don't go too long with it, because now it becomes a habit, and it's kind of, the habits are hard to break, because human beings, we are habit creatures. We like, we do things a certain way. When you're putting on your pants, you put in your right foot first. You know what I mean? When you wake up, in the morning, when you wake up, first thing you do, you grab your cell phone, then you run to the restroom. So we are habit creatures, Well, it's also the healing part of the journey, because I understand, like, I get it, after slavery, there were no therapy for those people who came out of slavery. But the interesting thing is, those people did way better than we did when they came out. They work their butt off, and they create a society which eventually was destroyed more recently here. Go back to the 70s and 80s. Crack cocaine, gang banging, everything else come in, and all of that stuff, and hip hop music, and strong, independent black woman break up the family, so the men are no longer in the house. So Jamal doesn't have his dad anymore. All these things came into play. Feminism and everything came into play. They didn't care about the black family. At one point, we were 80% married up until the 1960s. 80% married. We go from 80% married to 26% married. What are you telling me? Family was something that we value at one point. Right now, that's not happening anymore. So it's individual. We have strong black women right now, right? That's what we have. And that's what we have to deal with. I was listening to some women on a group chat talking. Some guy was playing the audio. I hear these black women, what they were saying, they were saying that white men are so great, they love white men. That's fine. Everybody has their preference. Black women desire white men because they think white men are the sweetest men on the planet. That's okay. That's fine. I'm not worrying about that. But when I heard these women were agreeing on black men should be in coffins, what are you telling me here? And and then you're gonna tell me that, hey, Ruthless, hey, what's up, Jackins? What's going on? How you been? Long time no see. They change your handle as well. That's crazy. So these black women, we're talking about how wonderful the white men are, and that's fine. I want you to speak wonderful of your partner that you are involved with, the person who you go to bed with. You should be talking nice about that person, all right? But it's when you're gonna say black men should be in coffins. Not me saying this. These are black women saying this. Okay? It's like, what are you telling me? I realize that. Appreciate you being here. I hope your Thanksgiving was lovely. You and your loved ones. I hope you guys enjoy a lovely Thanksgiving. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So, yes, I had a wonderful time. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, well, Don't forget that a large portion of black people were wearing MAGA hats and voting for Trump. So that's what's going on right now. Yeah, but I have never heard any black man says black women must be in coffins. Never heard of it. Never heard of one black man say black women should be in coffins. Okay? Yep, I guess so. Cooked. Right? So this is not I mean, is this normal for women to just say black women to say black men should be in coffins? Is this normal? You know, is this a normal thing? You know, this is because if this is normal, this is insane. If you have black men saying that black women should be in coffins, and black women are saying that black men should be in coffins, if that's normal, I'm telling you, we are cooked as a race. Over and it's done. All right. So I'm not even going to bother talk to anybody like that. I'm good. I am good. If that's the case, I would rest my argument if that's the case. I did not know that. I mean, I know this. I know there is tension, but I did not know we hate each other that much. And and there's a problem. You see, this is a problem with our people. We don't like anybody else, and we really do not like our goddamn selves. I don't care what until I see something else. Right? Everybody else is fighting against us, and we are fighting against ourselves. What's going on here? If you look at those other groups, they have problems, but they still unite. The Italians used to machine gun, Tommy gun each other in the streets. They stopped that now. The white men used to, kill each other on a large scale in Europe. They stopped that. You know who haven't stopped that? Us. We are far more dangerous to ourselves than anybody else. All right? So, we're going to have to hold ourselves accountable and be responsible for what's going on within our own communities. If there is such a thing called the black community. Try healing. Try healing. Try healing yourself and see what happened. Huh? That's what I can say about this whole situation here. So, explaining the healing process. There are some things you're going to have to do in the healing process. Right? Okay, all right. I need more information here. What percentage of black women got put in coffins every year by black men? How many? I need some numbers. Because we can't just say these wild things here and expect me to agree with you. I need some numbers. Okay, how many black women every year got taken out by black men? How many? I want some numbers. How many? Give me some numbers. Because I'm not seeing any numbers here. I need to know. We're making accusations here, I believe, wild accusations. I know quite a few black men. None of them has ever hurt one woman. Never. I do not know what kind of black men you are around, because you cannot come here to tell me that you are dating Pookie and Ray Ray and expect to get good results. He was raised by his single mother. He is not a good man. In my opinion, these are not good men. Okay, so 267 black women died every year by who? By black men? Hey, how y'all doing? Right? I want to know if so is this the number here? 267 women died every year by black men. I need to know who are raising these black men. That's what I want to know. Were they raised by their fathers? Were they raised by both parents? Or were they raised by their single mothers? I need to know. This is not helping me right now. I need some solid numbers. Who raised these guys? Where they come from? What household they came out of? They gotta come from somewhere. These are some serious accusations. I'm not with it. I'm not buying into any of this. Yeah, but I need, yes, but that's 267 women died a year by men doesn't help me at all. I want to know who raised these men. Who were they raised by? Were they raised by their fathers? Were they raised by both parents? Or were they raised by their single mothers? I need more information. This is absolutely ridiculous. For all the black men I know, typically they don't beat up their women. I know Pookie does it, and Ray Ray them and Tyrone them, they does that stuff. But like an actual black man who works and take care of bills and working hard, creating businesses, living in the middle class, no. So I just want more information. This is not helping me at all. And when it comes to children, these guys who these women are getting pregnant for, have you seen them? I happen to live around black people for a good little minute. I spent some time around them I spent a number of years around them. For the most part, when I moved to the States, majority of the people who I live around, I'm not majority, but for a good part, I spent a lot of time around black people so I could observe them and see what happened. Those children you are talking about, when you look at the men that these women have children for, it blew my mind. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. Why would you want to get pregnant for a guy like that? Gotta ask that question. You know he's a scumbag. You know he's good. He doesn't. This guy doesn't have a job. He's a gangbanger. Why would you get pregnant for a person like that? Explain. So you can't just blame black men for all of this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Responsibility, accountability. You lay down with that guy, he gets you pregnant, you carry that child, abort it. Why don't you do that? Use protection or abort it. You didn't have to bring up that child and raise it by yourself, right? No, 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 no. I spent a lot of time around black people. I spent many Thanksgivings with them for years, at least 10 years. I've been around black people for a very long time, okay? I spent a lot of my time around them, and I can tell you, there's a difference between black men and the other kind, the YN kind, okay? It's not the same. We cannot put them in the same category. I have studied both groups, the YN kind and the black men function very differently. A lot of my friends were black men, and these were hard-working black men. I am Jamaican. I came here like you too, on the damn boat. So you can't tell me crap, all right? I came here on this boat like you, all right? They dropped me off in Jamaica and they bring your black ass over here to America, all right? So we came from the same goddamn place. So hold your horses there. Hold your horses here, young girl. I came here like you too. Me and you we came from the same damn village maybe, over there back in Africa. So don't believe that you are the only one who came here. We've been through that too. We got so-called emancipation in what? 1860, what we got for 1839, I think we got ours. And you guys got yours guys in 1861, 1860, 61, whatever. So me and you came where we were cut from the same cloth. So you can't put me in that goddamn boat. You're trying to put me in there. That's not gonna work. And the number I want is those men who we claim of these black women. I want to know how many of them were raised by their fathers, how many of them were raised by both parents, husband and a wife. How many of them were raised by a single mom? I need more information. I'm challenging you to that. What the hell are you talking about? Are you crazy? $805,000 in 3 years? 805,000 black women died in the past 3 years by black men? What the hell is wrong with this lady here, man? Is she serious? What is she talking about, man? Are you freaking kidding me? 805,000? You are telling me 805,000 women died in the past 3 years by the hands of black men? Where you get this stuff from? I'm a big reader. I've been reading for a very long time now. I never hear any one of those feminists, man-hating, black man-hating women mention this number. You think they wouldn't bring this up? They probably would have bring this up. So no, this is BS. Not going along with this stuff. No, I'm not crazy. I'm saying, no. Nope. This is pure, this is, I have never heard of this stuff before, man. No, 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 God, no. Where you get this stuff from? Oh my God. So like, no. This is unbelievable. First of all, only 16% of black men commit crimes, violent crimes. I should say 16% of black men commit violent crimes. 16%. It's not a large portion of the black population actually commit violent crimes. But that's not the point. The point is 16% of black men commit violent crimes. 16%. Majority of black men are in colleges. They are in the middle class. They have no children. Majority of black men are doing well for themselves. They make way more money than the average, other people. They just don't talk about that. Because you see, they like to use race as a thing here in America where you can just, label one race as worse than the other. There is a certain portion of our population, the black population, that does that stuff. It's a very tiny, minorities of YNs who does that. Most black men are in the middle class and they're doing very well for themselves financially. And they don't even have children for the most part. I'm not sure where we get all these numbers from. It's absolutely amazing. More black men are in colleges than they are in prisons. But you see, America doesn't like to talk about black people doing well. It's a shame and it's a tragedy. And that's the reason why we are gonna have to start talking about stuff like this, because yes, there's a large portion of our population and they are horrible people to live around. I don't even want to be anywhere near them. They are disgusting. But for the most part, the majority of us are not like that. Most black people are not criminals. Most black men are not criminals. I should say, most black men are not violent criminals. That's what I should say. This was a strange and unusual conversation. And we need to heal. This is crazy. And if we are doing this, killing off all the women, then very soon we won't have any black women to bear black children. That's gonna be over pretty soon. At the rate, at the rate you are telling me that black men are killing black women, insane, absolutely insane. All right. But I am going to get off of here because, and if we probably need to have more of this type of conversation, because this is absolutely wild and crazy. What the hell is going on here? Majority of black men I know are not violent. The YNs are violent. They were raised by their single mothers. Nobody talking about that. But you blame the black men for it. You have children with these guys. Well, black women, I see them when I was living around them. I'm like, why would you get pregnant for Pookie? Give me a break. Why would you do that? Oh, he's horrible. He's a terrible guy. He is a YN, for Christ's sake. Why would you lay down with a YN? He's running around with his pants all his way down his damn knees with a do-rag, blue already the one, and a Glock 40. And you are going to tell me this is the guy that you got pregnant for? No, you don't have to take any accountability, any responsibility for you laying down with the YN. Oh, it's a black man's fault. No. It's a YN's fault. The YN that was raised by his single mother. We can discuss that. If you see a black woman is hurt through any kind of domestic violence, guarantee you, it was not a man who was raised by a strong father. Guarantee you, maybe he was raised by a weak father who didn't have the balls to put him in his place and say, you know what, Jamal, sit your behind down right there before I knock your head off. My job is to raise you right. That would not have happened. So the black woman, incoheres with the US government. They start taking this thing they call food stamps and whatever the hell else they start taking from the government. And these women were so happy to free themselves of the evil black men. So they kicked the black men out of the house because now she's getting money. Uncle Sam is paying her to get rid of the men from out of the house. And that's what they did. I was raised by a single mother. You don't understand the danger that pose to society. I understand it. Been around it, seen it, live it, come from that background. Been around people who come from that background. And I see how we operate. We operate mentally is different. I happen to survive and heal myself and become the person who I am today. I'm not telling you all these stories here because I want to talk down. No. It shows that you can heal yourself, you can help yourself, but you need to understand where you come from and where you're going. That's it. Where you're coming from, where you need to go. So we can fix some things here. All right. Well, all right then, folks. I'm gonna let it go there. Golden Child, you put me on some, give me some strange numbers here tonight, and I am going to disagree with you, and for a long time to come, because I don't believe that any black men were killing 800,000 women a year in America without this being a national crisis. Come on. You're kidding me. All right then, folks. Good night. Talk to you soon. Don't forget, change your life, heal your life, change your life. Make your life better by putting in the work, doing the work. All right, and when we can go through and I will show you how to do this thing here because this has to get done. All right, folks, heal yourself, heal your life. Bye for now.